Hello YouTube, it's the True More 64 back with another video. Today I'm going to tell you all a story. Mainly the story of Bionicle. Now you might be saying, somebody already did this. Well, first off, I know exactly who did it, and his YouTube name is Lord of Bionicles. And I watched them a couple of times, but honestly at some points I can't tell what he was saying. So I'm going to make these so it's more understandable. And I won't be putting any pictures or any of the animations on the screen because I don't know how to do that. And just so you guys know, I have read all the books and comics, but I haven't read many serials, but they aren't important right now. Now with all that said, let's begin. Well, let's begin. Okay, sorry for the pause. This is scripted. I'm reading the script right now, and I think I messed up. Okay, now with all that said, let's get right to the story, shall we? The story starts with the 6 toa canisters washed ashore on an island beach, which was named Matanui, named after the Great Spirit, who was put into a long sleep by Makuta. The Toa's names are Tahu, Toa of Fire, Liwa, Toa of Air, Gali, Toa of Water, Kopaka, Toa of Ice, Onua, Toa of Earth, and Pohatu, Toa of Stone. Now let me take a moment, take a pause for a bit. Everyone is confused on how to pronounce Liwa. The 3 pronunciations are Liwa, personally pronounce it this way, Lewa, or Luwa. I'm going to put that to rest. Greg Farshty said on a TTV interview that every pronunciation for Liwa is canon. So if you pronounce it one way, it's canon. Okay, anyway, back with the story. The Toa each find their respective villages on Matanui. I'm going to give you the names and a brief description. Takoro is a castle near the volcano named Mangaya volcano. Yes, there is a volcano. Likoro is a big tree fort in the jungle. Gakoro is a lily pad type thing with huts made of plants near the ocean. Kokoro was a circular wall in the snowy mountain named Mount Ihu. Onukoro was underground, and Pokoro was a circular wall in the desert. Anyway, back to the Toa. They go to their villages and are surprised to find other beings there. They meet Matoran, which were called Tohunga, but I'm used to Matoran, so I'm gonna continue to call them Matoran. And they meet the Turaga, which are their names are Vakama, Matau, Nokama, Nuju, who speaks in clicks and whistles and needs to be translated by a Matoran named Matoro, Wenua, and Oniwa, or Aniwa. Not entirely sure how to pronounce it. The Turaga were the wise elders of each village. They tell the Toa they each need to find 5 masks. Well, 5 other Kanoi masks. Because they're already wearing one. The Kanoi masks are masks of power. They need to find the Kanoi Hao, the mask of shielding, and Tahu's main mask. The Kanoi Miru, the mask of levitation, and Liwa's main mask. The Kanoi Cow Cow, the mask of water breathing, and Gali's main mask. The Kanoi Akaku, mask of X-ray vision. Also, Kopaka's main mask. The Kanoi Pakari, and mask of strength, and Onua's main mask. And the Kakama, mask of speed, and Pohatu's main masks. They first meet each other and go on a search for all the masks and run into the Rahi, controlled by Makuta, and find all of the masks. Eventually. They bring them to the Toasuvas and get a golden mask. Well, no, wait. And get a golden version of their masks. They then go to the Kini Nui at the center of the island and go to Mangaya, Makuta's lair. But before they reach Makuta and confront the Manas, and they are... Alright. Yeah. And they are tough, where the Toa couldn't handle them. So the Toa combine into the Toa Kaida. Yeah. And defeat the Manas. But then turn back to their original forms. But then the Shadow Toa come and fight the Toa. These Shadow Toa are exact copies of the Toa, but they are more shadowy colored. And in the fight, they are evenly matched, but the Toa double team on one Shadow Toa, so they bet the So they beat the Shadow Toa and head into Makuta's lair, where they find him to be in the form of a Matoran. They talked for a bit, then he merges with the void that's floating above him and attacks the Toa. They fight using their mask powers, and finally using their elemental powers together. They defeat Makuta temporarily. Then they get teleported out of Mangaya. So, that was the story of 2001. Now I'm going to talk about the stuff I didn't mention, like some characters, and some questions that came up during this year. The island of Motunui has 3 virtues that they live by, which are actually called the 3 virtues. Those 3 virtues are known as unity, duty, and destiny. Now, to explain how this works, I need to copy what Lord of Bionicles said. But I'm giving him credit for his words, so technically I'm not plagiarizing. I don't think. Basically, he explains it like this. With unity, you can perform your duty, and by performing your duty, you can fulfill your destiny. Now, it was Motunui who deluminated the Matoran with the 3 virtues. Now, there are some important Matoran in this year. First off, there's Takua, the Chronicler, Jala, the captain of the Takoro Guard, Huki, a Koli champion of Pokoro, Kongu, the commander of the Lee Koro Gukko Force. I already mentioned Matoro, and Maku, a god Matoran who runs off to see Huki. The Toa's goal is to awaken the Great Spirit, Motunui, from his deep sleep. Now, there are some ways of telling the story of this first year of Bionicle. First is the comics. There were 3 comics of this in this year. Then there is the book called Tales of the Toa that came out in 2003. Then there is a game called Motunui Online Game, where you can explore Motunui for yourself. I actually played this game myself, and it's a pretty good game. But all of this has led to some questions. Where did the Toa come from? Who are the Turaga? And how do they know so much? How do the Toa awaken Motunui? So many questions. But we will have to see what happens in the future years. And next time, we'll face the swarms. When you wake one, you wake them all. Now that's basically it. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Well, actually, please leave a like, comment your thoughts on this year, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.